Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so to open up this entire thing, hold up, this might be my actual phone that actually turned back on. All glory be to God, because it is. But let me just try to take it out the smoothest way I can, because at times this phone is very, 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 very trifling. So, how about that? Exactly when I start this video, all glory be to God, my phone turns back on. That's a blessing. I definitely hope, like I say, everybody's having a great and fantastic Wednesday thus far. To Niece's FCA crew, Niece's FCA family, FCA Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Forgive me that not only have I not shown up to any other FCA except for that Fields of Faith thing at the beginning of the year. Also, forgive me that I was not able to show up this morning for that, I guess, somewhat end of the year party celebration, something like that we were having. Again, it's really one of my biggest regrets that I have not shown up to that consistently whatsoever. And again, I got multiple FCA songs coming out, so once again, shout out bless Niece FCA, shout out bless FCA period. If anybody does not know what FCA is, go look it up online. They have definitely plenty of tutorials, I'm pretty sure, telling you what it is. Like I say, high school senior, my last day tomorrow on Thursday. All glory be to God. Either way, when it comes to me not fully wanting to leave, but at the same time, the time has come. I got to leave as a school student. I don't know when it comes to the acts of both returning as a volunteer, not guaranteed, and me hopefully coming back Friday or next week as a visitor to again do volunteer duties. Pretty sure that's not going to happen. They already told me to a certain degree, or at least one person already told me to a certain degree that's not really going to happen, or not really possible, because still schools, still school student, or still again everything else is like how do I put this? It's like you're still in the system until you actually until everything averages out. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Like your last regular day as a school student, but at the same time it's like everything else needs to be averaged out. Your GPA needs to be averaged out. So you guys hopefully get that big point I'm trying to make there is. Again, love Allen D. Niece High School and everybody in it with all my heart and soul. I pretty much have been on that bandwagon, or not that bandwagon really, but I've been on that plane for quite some time. I've been balling in that lane for quite some time. I absolutely love y'all. I wish y'all the absolute best, and hopefully we're going to end up having a lot more good times in the future with whatever we end up doing. The volunteer work hopefully will come next year. Like I said, I got a district counselor now or something like that, because I'm kind of like in the program to where it's like I signed the papers last week to where the program puts me in a situation. Sorry for my stuttering. A situation to where even if my GPA does average out to being a 2, which is enough for the whole conglomerate of getting your the diploma. I have a decision to make then, whether just going to get my diploma and be done with it, everything, or then from there go into the skills training thing that they have, career skills training thing that they have. So I don't know what I'm gonna fully do. I signed the paperwork that that grants me, that pretty much puts me in it, to a certain degree already, but I can opt out whenever I want. But you guys kind of get the point. It's like you can still, once everything averages out, you can choose to be now placed, or now start participating in that skills training thing, or be like, nah, give me my diploma, I'm out of here. But we'll see. Opt out at any time. I love everybody. And it's just all blessings. It's all love and 100. I'm very sorry to certain people that I've not been able to, like I say, I haven't been able to be in all 7 classes the way I usually am. But like I say, it's all love. It's all blessings, and I wish everybody the absolute best. Y'all have been again a God's gift. Y'all have been just tremendous support, and it's and I know I've done my job to be tremendous support to every last one of y'all. And I just hope that we continuously learn, build, and grow to our better tomorrow in Jesus Christ. Just let y'all know, like I say, so tomorrow my last day as an official school student. I'm looking forward to it to a certain degree. I'm not looking forward to it, but like I said before, it's definitely coming, and you can't fully, ignore it, and you just got to keep on trying to, learn, build, and grow with it. And, you know, a part of me feels like I'm not going to know what to do with myself, but to a certain degree, I'm NJ, you know. I got music for a reason. I got making these vids for a reason, so trust me, I'll figure out something to do. Like I say, college is definitely a possibility, but you got to realize with college, it's something that you got to, you know, realize it's something that you have to want to do. And then, like, you know, college is something I'm definitely going to apply for. But at the same time, you know, I really do need to come back as a volunteer. Again, some people frown upon me doing that. They think it's the most bogus thing I can do is try to come back like that, you know, as a volunteer. But I can assure you that, you know, if you don't have, you know, I'm not going to say if you don't have your morals right, but I am going to tell you this, that if you've been through what I've been through and seen what I've seen and heard what I've heard and actually taking time out of your day to go out of your way to help somebody else and hear their stories, their trials and tribulations, you know, you're definitely going to understand why I need to come back as a volunteer. And again, you got this Illinois school shooting today that just happened. I'm not fully sure if anybody actually got injured or, you know, or killed during it, but I do know that if I can pop it up on, I could have sworn I had the page already on, but I guess I didn't. I don't. Oh no, I do. It's right here. This is not really the font line, by the way. This show is not the font line that I'm shooting right now, but right here it says police officer shoots, wounds, armed suspect at Illinois school. Officer shoots armed former student at Illinois high school. So the point there that, you know, builds up to me wanting to come back as a volunteer, ladies and gentlemen, you almost never know what's going into these kids' psyches when they think of doing things like this. You almost never know what's going into their psyche when it comes to wanting to do stuff like, you know, a school shooting. You almost never know what's going through their psyches. So I'm telling you that one of the top things that, and like I say, I've read enough school reviews to know that not everybody in every school is doing their job whatsoever. Not every teacher cares. Not every principal, dean, administrator, etc. cares. I've been doing enough research on school reviews to know not everybody who works at any of our schools across the world cares, you know. And they're just, and you know, because I'm just saying, I read multiple reviews where it says that they're just there for a check and that's it. You know, they're just there to micromanage or whatever else, and that's it. And I'm just saying, I've done enough research to let me know that reasons like school shootings is one of the reasons why I have to try whatever I can to come back as a volunteer. And what that means is I have to try what I can to help mentor these kids out of mentalities like this before it ever even happens. That's literally one of the top things you have to realize within not just my life, but your life too, whoever listening and watching me right now. You have to do what you can to stop things like school shootings from even happening. You have to do what you can. And one of the top things we have to do is when you hear certain things being taught, not being taught, but being spoken by other students about this, you need to engage. A lot of y'all don't want to, but you need to engage. This is literally the difference between life and death in many cases. You need to learn how to, when you hear stuff like talks of school shooting, you have to engage. You have to engage and bring whoever to the right authorities so this doesn't happen. Because you don't want to be that person who stuff like this does happen, and then you're thinking to yourself, oh darn, I heard this person, I heard that person talk about it weeks ago, or etc., and I didn't do anything. I thought it was just all a joke and a prank and etc., and now look what's happening. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. And like I said before, you never know what's fully going on in people's psyches, but I know I'm one of the most loving, caring, humble people you'll ever meet, and I know I got a destiny and a goal and a love and passion for kids and for people probably like the world has never seen before. All glory be to God with that, and I just know that I got to do what I can if the county permits me to, any county by the way, to go into our schools and make sure our kids are 100% all right, and they're definitely, again, everybody's doing their constructive job to live up. I got to do what I got to do to help that kid that's being bullied that nobody seems to care about. You know, I got to do what I got to do to make let that kid know that again, somebody does care about him, somebody does love him, and that he does have a future, and he's better than, you know, the treatment that's being pushed upon him by the other negative kids or whatever else word you want to put there, you know. I mean, there's very much levels of being negatives, there's levels of being positive, but I'm just literally, the main point there is you have to learn to care about somebody other than yourself. Someday or not, you have to learn to care about somebody more than yourself, and more than your your immediate family. You have to. I'm telling you, schools really can become a home, a second, third, fourth, whatever home for you, and we really need to start establishing that within our culture and society, which is one of the top reasons why you have all these kids coming out each and every year with almost no goals, no plans, and and just nothing much more than that diploma, and they're working at minimum wage jobs, or they're working at wherever they're working, with, again, no plan. I mean, I'm saying, like, if you need a plan, you need goals, you need something to chase after, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I know the position that I've been at for years, but I can assure you, I'd rather be in my position that I've been at for years, with purpose, with destiny, with dignity, with integrity, than to be in a position I've seen a few other kids be in with none of those things. I found a purpose mentoring. I found a purpose trying to teach a little bit here and there. I found a purpose trying to help everybody live up. I found a purpose in what most people take for granted. You could also definitely say I found a purpose in what most people take for granted. And that definitely is what it is. I found purpose in something that most people take for granted. And I definitely hope that y'all stop taking these things for granted, and y'all help build each other up, because, again, in many cases, the slightest positive comment can save somebody's day, can save somebody's life, can save somebody's testimony, can save somebody's, almost pretty much any and everything. You have to be prepared for that. You have to really, again, welcome that and try what you can to own it to the best of your God first, able and ready abilities. So I hope that I've said everything that I wanted to say within this. If I haven't, I'll shoot another video. But again, take care. I love y'all. Like I said, my last day tomorrow. Allen High School, it. Live on as a legend. I hope to, like I said, come back as a volunteer next year. But if I can't, please remember me. Again, through all these videos, through my Twitter, you got countless sources of who I was, who I still am, and what I'm doing in my postgraduate life. And as well, to let everybody know, this summer I'm definitely going to try to shoot as many videos as I can, music videos that is, as I can, because I've made so much music within the last year, and I've made so much that I know can definitely be turned into good song titles, and I definitely really want to explore that, but not song titles, music videos, and I really want to explore how many songs can I make into really good music videos. And I'm gonna be in Mississippi in a few weeks for my cousin's graduation from high school, so we're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully while I'm there I'll shoot some music videos. Again, I love y'all. Take care. God first, but once it's understanding, God first, God of everything. Take care. May the Lord be with you. Take care.